So I just had I had a problem with Google Plus and I had to restart. And
That's
there's
not
still
fair.
2
Les
of
gets
me.
2 votes.
I know, right?
All right,
Actually,
I'll jump out and go on.
I think Don's got it. I think it could be a disadvantage. We have to split our votes now between the 2 of you.
That's true. Just so you know, Don, I will be heavily influencing the audience to vote for you since you sent me this picture here. So.
Oh, do you have it framed yet?
No, I have not. I've had so much going on. I haven't had it framed. Although I did go buy a frame shop today, but see here I got it.
Don, he's not wearing his gloves.
Bribing them.
No, but I do have
gloves in the box.
What is up with that? You gave him gloves and he's not wearing them. Gino.
Hold on. I got kind of ridiculed last time. People wondered what I was actually doing with the gloves. But see, so now I've got gloves everywhere just to hold the special Don image. But it's super awesome.
What have you done with the gloves since we saw you last?
Yes. What? I'm glad you like it, Gino.
Yeah. That's awesome.
You know, it's a strange image to admire. I mean, it's not exactly one that most people would have on their walls. I mean, I have it behind me. I like that kind of strange stuff, and I'm glad there's somebody else out there that does too.
Yeah, I think it's great. I can't wait for my massively Republican father-in-law to come over so I can talk about my communist leanings and how the motherland has called me home, and it's going to be great. I'll have a whole backstory ripped up, and
please record this.
It's going. How do I get the logo down the bottom?
What the?
What did
Tony,
you say?
I think we're not gonna help you now.
Oh my gosh! Look at that.
Hang out toolbox, Tanya.
See, there's gonna be some ganging up going on. I can see it already.
Yeah. Now, Tiff, are you one of the Sith now, or what's happened?
Yeah, well, I was told to get my hero costume on, and so yeah, this is my Arrow-inspired hero costume. Although my husband thinks I look like Dr. Doom, so.
Don, did you bring your lightsaber? I brought mine. So.
You know what? It's next to my it's next to my guitar in my storage room. So I'm sorry, I don't have it.
These girls are prepped. Look at them go. The dark side has entered.
Is that me?
The dark side is strong with these.
You know, when Trey left and then Ollie took over. Ollie still has this he keeps this kind of level thing going on, right? Everybody's kind of quiet and everything. It's gonna be all hell's gonna break loose this week. I can just see it already.
Yeah. Didn't you find that rather disappointing that when Ollie was on the show as a master, he's got the pirate badge, he's got the little battery-operated flag, and then when he takes over the reins, he just turns into this complete tool, and he's just like Mr. Quiet, super conservative. So disappointed.
Not at all harsh,
Yeah, he's not here to defend himself.
Yeah, believe me, I'm a big fan of the knife in the back. It's far quicker. Less painful for the person getting it too. You come at them and knife them in the front, they see it coming, there's panic. That's not loving. So, knife in the back if you really love them. All right, so Tanya, you're going to be bringing it tonight. Is that you're not an apprentice anymore? This is the big league.
Yes.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to listen to the auto tune all night long from everyone down in Aussieland. You guys are sharing the same. You both are sharing the same cable connect, right? Yeah, that's all they have is one cable coming out of there.
Yeah, there's like a twisted pair of copper wire going down there.
And there was a video on the internet, I think, of a shark biting it or something I saw somewhere.
Right.
So.
Yeah. During a Sharknado.
I watched Sharknado 2 last night, and it was.
Get him in now. Get him in now.
Yeah, Sharknado 2 was not bad the way Sharknado 1 was bad, which made Sharknado 1 watchable. is that it was so bad. Sharknado 2 actually tried to take itself seriously, which just ruined everything, you know?
No, I enjoyed it. It was so over the top that I was able to just turn my brain off for an hour and a half and just let it wash over me.
Really? Because I had to turn my brain on for an hour and a half to watch it, which is a stretch for me. So.
It reminded me a little bit in places of how over the top The Evil Dead became by the third movie, just completely like ridiculous stuff happening and with chainsaws and stuff like that. It was awesome.
I don't watch those movies. I live in Texas, man. We have real people with chainsaws running around here. We don't need movies.
That's fair enough. Home videos, you call them, yeah?
Yep. So, family reunions. So, what is Trey coming back next week?
No, Ollie will be hosting again next week, and then Trey's back the week after that. I think he might be back sometime around the next show, but probably frostbitten and tired and all sorts.
Yeah, so maybe if you could send like Ollie a little note about not loading up on the Xanax before the show, that, you know, just to kind of help the flow out.
Hey, he was flying on pineapple chunks at one point.
That's true, that's true.
He'll be a lot less nervous the second time around.
Yeah, he bonked on it, I think, is what happened. He got a sugar high, and then he bonked. See, this is called reverse psychology. I'm just stoking him so that he'll bring it to like the next level next time.
He will, too. That's the way he is.
Be broadcasting from a pirate ship.
Right.
He'll be in Somalia actually boarding a U.S. vessel.
Yeah, so before we get started, guys, just so you know, I'll share the links to the HD images in the chat on the right-hand side as they're revealed by the masters, and you guys can get a good look at them to critique them. I'll also put the vote in there when it's time for voting. I've got a nice little form which hopefully will work. We shall see. Should simplify things with your talents, but really that's all you need to know for this one. Apart from that, me and Gino will just try not to drive the show off a cliff.
Oh, no. Wrong. No, that's my whole
forward to that.
Yeah.
Actually, Gino, are you gonna fly the DJI Phantom like on the show in your office? Because I'd really like to see that.
You know what?
I think you should, man. Take it off right in front of the webcam. That's awesome, dude.
You know what? All right. Challenge.
I can't wait to see what you do with this thing. You've been wanting one of these for a long time, haven't you?
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. Look, I got fresh batteries, so I got no excuse. It's perfectly fine. Last week I plugged a battery into itself to see if it would continue self-charging, and it kind of almost caught on fire. So what's the big deal? Why not? Let's try it. This could be bad, though. This could really end badly. All right.
It's lacerated in the show.
3 minutes away. Yeah. Man, this is probably a pretty bad idea, but it's got.
Pretty sure it flies just like the Inspire 1 indoors, doesn't it, guys? That's what I've heard.
This may be the end of your vinyl collection, Gino.
Famous last words. Yeah.
I got good records here. I don't know. Now I'm rethinking
everywhere.
I just realized that last crash has got a big crack in the side of this Phantom now, but no worries. I'm sure it's aerodynamically sound. What was the question I was about to ask? Oh, if I'm flying this thing indoors, there's like something 1 and something 2. So they're like different settings. What? That's all right. Don't answer. We'll figure it out. Sure, if I jam this knife in the side of it, it'll work fine. There we go. Why isn't Karen Hutton here? She would talk me out of this. Oh man, it is. Yeah.
She may be here in.
All right. No, we still got a couple of minutes here. All right, let's see what happens.
Chino's going to change the world with his tech moment. Here comes the tech moment. Ready?
Yeah. This is tech talk right here, right?
I'm really happy that you are recording this, Stu. We could all become YouTube millionaires.
Yes. Host down. Host down.
Come on. That's not.
So, Stu, how do you feel about being the sole host of this Creation Wars?
I just hope I can handle the pressure.
Hey, does anybody else fly quadcopters? It's not me.
I love them.
Stu, until
Can I
you
show
get
you what I got for Christmas?
and it's going to be tough.
Like, seriously, my husband bought me the Kmart version. How sad is that?
Was that the parrot?
How much of a tease is that?
She can't hear me. It's the Aussie 4-second delay.
All right. So AD, I think it's not going to let me fire it up. See how it's beep? It's going red. It can't
Well,
pick
it
up.
knows you're indoors.
Yeah, it won't pick up GPS, and so it's not going to even allow me to fire it up.
Oh. Well, you better hope it doesn't accidentally pick up the signal while you have it that close to your head.
Whenever you're trying to actuate it, you push these two things together, and that allows you to start it.
Wow.
But it won't do it because it's not picking up GPS. So I want it on the record that I was willing to do it.
It's probably a good thing that it didn't happen.
No, it would have been a great thing if this had, think about it, if this had decapitated me or in some way like physically impaired me for life, you guys would have a story forever. Now we have no story.
Well, the night is young yet. I think there's like a whole show to go and then an after party, so you got plenty of time to work out the details. You probably can Google it somewhere and find out if you can launch it inside.
Well, yeah, hey, if anybody is watching the show and you know how to launch a Phantom, DJI Phantom indoors, email me and 1138studios@gmail, and we'll launch this thing. So, all right,
don't let it hit your print, the unframed print sitting next to you.
That's a good call. That is a good call.
Back in the tube.
All right, so are we starting the show, Stu?
Yes, anger is more useful than despair, people.
Ooh.
Is that better there, Tiff?
So do I have to press these things together to start the show, or what happens?
Yeah.